Okay guys, now let us continue with the practice puzzles of our day 2 in movies table. In the previous video we have seen how we have retrieved all movies released after 2020. Now I have some around few other questions, 9 to 10 questions on this table. Let us all find out how to write a query for that. Find the highest rated movie in the sci-fi genre. So sci-fi genre, you have to see in the genre column what is the highest rated movie in the sci-fi genre. Actually this is only one we have, but what if we have in table some other sci-fi genre and we have ratings for all those and we have to find the highest rating, then what do we do? So then you have to select, what you have to do is from movies where genre equal to sci-fi, you have to select sci-fi genre, order by rating descending and make it as limit 1 so that we will fetch the top highest rated movie. So I'll write it, wait, select asterisk from movies where genre equal to sci-fi, movie in the genre but highest rated, right? So you need to order it by rating column. Highest rated we want first, descending and limit 1. This will fetch the value to us. Okay, list all movies sorted by rating in descending order. So sorted by rating means you have to do order by rating in descending order. Select asterisk from movies, it need to be ordered by rating column in descending order. That's it. It's as simple as it is. Next one is an interesting question. Get the average rating of movies released in 2021. So average rating, average is actually we use the concept of aggregate functions. You should be having idea of aggregate functions, avj, max, min, we have those aggregate functions, right? There what we do is we select average of ratings columns. Okay, we will give the column name and it fetches average. But whenever you are using aggregate function, you need to give an alias name for that. Okay, let us give alias name as average rating 2021 from movies, and they have given condition where release year equal to 2021. So in this way you will be able to fetch the average rating. Next, show movies where rating is greater than 8. So we have to fetch all the movies based on rating column. So we will fetch all the movies. Okay, where rating is greater than 8. Next question. Retrieve movies whose title contains the word tomorrow. Okay, actually come to the data. Here in title we have the Silent Sea, Lost in Time, Shadows of Tomorrow. So in this movie we have something called Shadows of Tomorrow, and we want to list okay, in this data, for suppose instead of 5 columns, sorry 5 rows, you have many number of rows and some shadow tomorrow word is there, then how you are going to do? So for that you have to understand some concept like we can use a like operator. Okay, it should be something like this. You will know this, right? We can do like select asterisk from movies where title like title starts with like not starts with, we can use this directly. Okay, what is this? I'll explain. We have some operator we will use like a percentile and percentile a, like percentile a. This means a should start first and it can be followed by anything. This means it can be having any words, any number of vowels, consonants, any alphabets, and it should end with a. A percentile example is apple, and a percentile a example is for suppose the word end with a data. So it can have any word here, it should end with a. So in the similar way, if you give two percentiles like this, percentile a, percentile, so it can start with anything, end with anything, but it should have the word in between a. Okay, so similarly we are giving like, so whenever someone asks, it has to contain the word, you should immediately remember the operator like, and like works like this. So you can give a percentile, percentile a, or if you give like this, that means the word has to be present in between this, and first and last it can contain anything. So we can use this like operator here. It's interesting, super interesting concept. And also you have learned about one more function called aggregate function. Aggregate functions, I want to now itself explain you few aggregate functions. Okay, what does aggregate functions do? Aggregate functions will perform calculations. It perform calculations on group of rows. Okay, on group of rows, and returns single value. Calculations will be performed on group of rows and returns a single value. So we have few aggregations like it counts number of records. We have something called sum. It will sum all the numeric values whatever are present in that column. We have something called average. That is what, if you have any numeric columns, sum will sum all the columns, average will do average for that. And min function in aggregate function is used to return the smallest value, and max function is used to return the maximum value. I'll give you an example of average. And aggregate functions generally will be used only with order by and group by. We will understand what the concept of group by later. For suppose, let me give you an example. Select, we are going to select a department and average of salary. For suppose, from employees table we are selecting department, we have an employees table, and we want to find the average salary of each department. Then we will fetch the department and do average of salary for that by grouping it by department. So in this way it works. Okay, what happens is, first it will group all the results based on department. So for suppose, all testing team will be under one group, developers will be under one group, support will be under one group. So first we will group that, and we will select a testing department, average of all the employees, development, support, and this is how we are going to fetch the result. So in average of salary, I said you need to use aliases. It is for your benefit. If you don't use alias also in the previous question, that would work fine in the fourth question which we have seen. I hope this gets clear. I just want you to revise two concepts to make it more clear, like in our SQL. In just revise what are aggregate functions, and they revise. However, these aggregate functions I'm going to teach you in the next upcoming classes. But for now, if you are really interested, you can refer to aggregate functions, and you can also refer to like operator. See, this is not basically, I'm not here to teach you SQL or SQL from scratch. I can teach you that, I'll do next. But here I'm teaching SQL only for data engineering perspective. Here in data engineering, we need not deep dive SQL. In data engineering interviews, we just use basics of SQL, but you have to know how to write complex queries, like whenever you have multiple joins, 4 or 5 table joins, how to write CTs, common table expressions, and how to handle only few topics there where majorly SQL questions will be asked in interview. I am focusing only on that. Deep diving SQL from scratch, that is something I'll take it afterwards. But here we are learning only in data engineering perspective. I hope this gets clear. We will move to next question. So next question we have is, get movies released between 2019 and 2022 inclusive. Means it should be included, we are including 2019 and 2022. So in release year we have to select the range. Okay, between operator can be used here, like we can use select asterisk in the sense you are selecting all the columns, okay, from movies where release year, tell me the condition now. So where release year, you can use between operator, okay. Between will give you inclusive only 2019 and 2022. Okay. Show the movie with lowest rating. So you can do one thing. You can order by rating, descending. No, not descending, ascending only, and fetch the first one. Okay. It's as simple as it is. Select from movies table, selecting all the rows, and we are ordering it by rating. Order by rating column, ascending is fine, no need to mention, limit 1, so it will give you the lowest rating. Calculate the average rating. Average rating is nothing but, you can just select it as average rating, no need to take an alias also. From movies, there we took alias because we were having condition as release year 2021. Okay, that's why to understand it is not overall average but 2021 year, so for that we took alias. Here it is overall average, so no, select average of rating from movies, that's it, no other condition. Retrieve only title and rating. Instead of selecting all the columns, we are going to retrieve title column, rating column, from all movies, right? From movies. No need to order, no need to limit. So these are very simple, very basic SQL queries. I think it makes you clear. So till now we have covered select, where, select clause, where, order by, and limit. Now let us in day 3 maybe mostly we are going to see joins, which are very very important. I am going to make you understand joins very clearly, and in interview perspective how you are going to do. So can we have a quick recap? This will help us. Why do we use select command? Select command is used to retrieve data from a table. So we can retrieve table by mentioning few particular columns, or else you can retrieve data from all the columns by mentioning select asterisk. If you mention column names, from that particular columns only we will get the data. Next, there is a condition, there is a filtering condition where we can use where clause to filter it. With where clause we filtered the data whenever there is a condition required, we filtered it. And with order by we can sort the data either in ascending or descending. Whenever there is filtering and you have to sort it also, first we will apply filtering and then we will sort the data, or else if you first sort the data and filter, it gives you random rows. First we will apply where condition, then use order by. And we also seen how to get only fixed number of rows by using limit clause. Okay, I hope this gives you a quick recap, and thank you. I would request you to please like, share and subscribe my channel, and let me know your views on it to correct myself in anything. If there are any areas I can improve, I'll definitely take your suggestions.